Next question is from a YouTube user LDWise on one of our videos recently, saying, "Great points. What do you guys do to stay on top of what's trending and make decisions on what's next for you?"
Yeah, so basically he's asking what do we do to stay on top of the game, and yeah, to make decisions on I'm assuming on future gun models or holster models, or even just doing something new. Like a lot of people have been asking for an inside the waistband with a mag pouch next to it, kind of like the sidecar or something like that. Yeah, we look at what's going on. One of the things that I feel that we're very good at is understanding what the market wants, what the majority of the people want, and not what certain bubbles want. Although certain bubbles, obviously, there's a need, and people are always asking for certain things. But what we want to do is create a product that the masses want. Obviously, because we're a business, right? And so we need to take our business to that level, to the next level, and that's what it is. You got to go out there and find out what the market wants. I've said it before. If the market says jump, I say how high, man. A lot of people talk about, well, I want to be an entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur is such a fancy word nowadays because everybody's got a cell phone and everybody's got a smartphone and they can create an Instagram account and they'll use the word entrepreneur, but they've never sold anything, or if they sold a couple of things on eBay, they think that makes them an entrepreneur. But being an entrepreneur is not fancy, it's not glamorous, it's hard work, man. And so because of all that, we need to make sure that we are profitable when we're running Bravo. And the way to do that is to create a product that the masses want, not just a certain bubble or not just a certain clique. It's got to be for the masses, man. And so what we're good at is that. A lot of people tend to fall into that little niche where we need to make holsters that have multicam patterns on them and this kind of pattern and the American flag on it. I've seen holsters out there I've had people ask me, why don't you make a holster with the face of Donald Trump on it? And I'm thinking, because it's not going to sell, man. Although you may see it on Instagram and you may see it on someone's feed, but it makes for a great picture. But who's really going to want to go out there and want to buy that? And again, there's people that will, but the masses don't want that. That's why when people ask us about color, I'm honest to say that, yeah, flat dark earth sells, but it doesn't sell the way black does. And our process is totally different. Here's the other thing. People get us confused with the garage Kydex benders out there. And although we did start that way, that was 9 years ago, man. And we've moved up a lot. And we've progressed and we've advanced as far as our holster making and manufacturing. And so because of all those things put together, we need to make sure that what we're doing is what the market wants, what the masses want, because that's what our manufacturing is built for the masses. It's not built for the one-offs. And people don't really understand that. And I hope I'm making myself clear. I'm trying to speak in layman's terms, but there's so many things in business that will guide you to where you need to go. And a lot of times, the small niches don't like that because they feel left out. Well, you guys used to make holsters for, the Ruger LC M701, whatever, right? Some one-off gun. And yeah, because we were able to do that. We were able to take an order, look at it, and then fulfill it and make it as you go. Kind of like when you go to a fast food restaurant. Yeah, I want no pickles. I want grilled onions, this, that, whatever you want on your burger. Well, we can't do that anymore because of the process of making a gun holster. If making gun holsters were as simple as making a burger, then yeah, we'd bring back those options. But a lot of these garage guys, it takes them a couple hours to make a holster from beginning to end. Even if it takes them 10 minutes or 15 or 20 minutes making one of those taco style holsters that are very popular right now, only because they're just a lot faster to make. They still have to, cut it with a bandsaw and all that. We don't have time for that, man. We get hundreds of orders a day. And within every order, there's two, three holsters. Our holsters are $39.88, man. So people, they'll buy 3 of them. So do the math. We don't have time for that. And so people will say, well, yeah, man, just throw in a flat dark earth in there. We can't, because Bravo, the way it runs, it's just a well-oiled machine, and we just can't stop for the one-offs. We just can't, man. Wish we could, and maybe one day there will be a way where we can offer more Kydex colors and just more colors and things of that nature. But as far as now, we just can't, man. So getting back to your question, I think we're good at understanding what the masses want. And so how do we do that? We've got programs. We've got programs that tell us what is the most popular search term in the last week, in the last month. What terms or what keywords are people searching? And so we have some on the list there. The keyword ranking on the word holster, and it tells us what people are searching for. Now, does that mean that's the gun holster that we need to make, whatever people are searching more? No, of course not, because they could be searching for, maybe they saw a popular movie that came out, and they're running a Desert Eagle 50 cal, and it's the flavor of the week. People are searching Desert Eagle 50 cal because they saw one in a movie or they saw something. It's trending, but that doesn't mean that that's what people want as far as holsters. So we take that plus everything else. We were making custom holsters for a long time, and we have data that shows us what holsters people want and what holsters were selling more than others. And so people ask us for certain lights, and we don't offer them because they just weren't moving. People ask us for certain gun types, and we don't offer them because they just weren't moving. The CZ movement is huge right now, but the P01 doesn't move like the P10 compact, which is what we're working on now. How do we know that? Again, going back to the numbers, going back to keyword rankings and all that. I mean, how many people actually search for a CZ P01 or CZ in general? So we look at all those numbers, and then we get the feedback. We have our office. They take phone calls every single day. We get emails every single day. We have chats. The chat is cool on our website because it releases the stress on the phones. And people talk to us every single day. People DM me, and I take it into consideration. And we have a place where we just throw all this stuff in there, and then we sit down and we choose the next gun type. And that's how we do it, man. And so it's not a personal thing. It's not, oh, my best friend has a certain type of gun, so hey, Omar, let's cut metal because my best friend has this type of gun, and he's been with me forever, man, and so I'm gonna make that gun. I don't care if it sells at Bravo. We don't run that way. We don't work that way. I've said this before. I've got many guns in my safe that I don't have a Bravo holster for. I have an HK, the USP 9mm, and I love it, man. It's a threaded barrel. It's got tall sights. I can run a suppressor on it. I love that gun. I don't have a holster for it, man. My first gun that I ever bought, which was a 1911 3-inch, I don't have a holster for it. I don't have a holster for my Kimber Ultra Carry. I don't. Can I run it off with a 4 1/4? Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so a lot of people say that what? Yeah, that we're biased to certain guns or prejudiced to certain people that run certain guns, and that's not the case, man. We just go by what the market wants. Take it up with them. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I mean, dude, come on, man. You're making me sound like so cliche, but it's true, man. I mean, look, there's just things that it's so simple that a lot of people try to make it more of what it is. It's not. It's simple, man. It's what sells the most. That's it. It's not that we're hating on people. It's not that we're hating on a certain gun type. It's just what sells the most. We're a business. I'm a businessman, first and foremost.